Hey, it's Gregory. Greggy or Greg for short, Gregory Michael James for long. Fred Fryer for feeling adventurous. Um, I know it's been a while since I made a video, so I just kind of wanted to do a thing, uh, and tell you a story that happened to me at my university last semester. So, last semester, um, a couple friends and I were going to, hang out at the dorms, but we got there past the time that they would check people in, so I couldn't go up. So we ended up spending the night in the lobby, which was an adventure in its own. Um, but during that time, uh, Ace, one of the campus security guys, came into the building. Um, no big deal. Like, whatever, we're not doing anything bad. We were sitting in the lobby playing Monopoly. And he came up and he was talking to us, and it was pretty chill for a minute. And then he asked us our names, and I told him my name was Greg, and he looked at me like he obviously didn't believe me. And he passed it up for a second, and he moved on and asked my other friend what their name was. But he eventually came back to me, and he said, um, he said to me, your name is Greg? And I'm like, yes, it is. And he said, he asked me if it was short for anything, and I was like, Gregory. And he said, and you are and I'm like, and I'm a boy. And he didn't believe me. So he turned to my friend and he asked her, is she lying to me? That right there was in itself a really crappy thing to do, but he didn't stop. From there, it kind of got worse, actually. He kept asking me questions. He kept asking my friends if I was lying to him. And I guess one of the things that bothered me most about the fact that he kept questioning me is that he said at some point, I'm just going to stop before I get myself into trouble. And then he continued to ask me questions. That in itself was just rude and uncalled for. And then he proceeded, because obviously he did not believe me at all, he proceeded to ask me if he could see some identification. He wanted to see my ID, he wanted to see something as proof, I guess, whatever. And I respectfully declined his request. I really I don't know what to say about this. I thought about it a lot after it happened, after the fact, and that night just, I had never encountered someone who didn't believe me to the point where they felt that they needed to interrogate me about my gender. I felt extremely violated, and I really don't. I was completely baffled that that happened, honestly. And I had brought it up in our GLBTA meeting the next time when we had during the our trans remembrance meeting, and we did talk about how, as like someone who is in a position where they are supposed to protect people, and they are like supposed to make people feel safe, it's not in his place to interrogate me about something that is personal, that has no effect on anybody. But in the end, I want to say that, like, if I feel like you do not owe anyone an explanation for your gender identity, for your sexuality, for your anything, because that is a personal thing. And if someone feels that they need to interrogate you about something so personal, then you have every right to decline their invasive questions, because it has absolutely nothing to do with them. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. I don't know. I'll get around to it sometime. Yeah. Alright. Bye.